Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the Graduate Story with Dorcas. Um, trying to find a perfect background for this. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Graduate Story with Dorcas. Today is actually our first episode so far, and we have a very wonderful guest on board today. Helen Orok, who will be taking us through her after graduation journey. She'll be sharing with us her specs while in school, her goals, and then the major shocker after graduation. So if you're just joining us, please let us know where you're watching from. Let us know where you're watching from. Drop a comment, share the space, and invite others to join us. Hi, Helen. Good evening.
Hi, Dorcas.
Good day.
Good evening. How you doing?
This this coming back has actually stressed a bit, so I would apologize for that. So welcome on board officially.
Thank you, Dorcas.
Can you see me clearly over there?
What did you say?
Am I appearing clearly over there?
Yeah, very
'Cause-
well. Very well.
okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay, so let's start with first and foremost. Let's start get to know a bit about you, your background in school, what you studied. Um, yeah.
Okay. First of, I'm Helen Orok by name, a graduate. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your voice is kind of very low.
Okay. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So first of, I said I'm Helen Orok, and
Yeah.
I'm from Cross River State, Akwabi local government area to be precise. And I'm a graduate from the prestigious University of Calabar. I studied policy and administrative studies, and I've actually gone for my service, and I'm actually the fourth child of my parents, a baby girl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Unlike me, who is the firstborn. Okay. Uh, by the way, it's just a brief how I put it, a brief secret though. Helen is actually my classmate though. Helen
Yeah.
is actually my classmate back in school.
Yeah,
And we studied the same, we graduated the same year and everything. And yeah, we know each other. Helen is my stranger. Okay, Helen. Uh okay, let's start with um what has been what was always your dream career, your dream course of study, your childhood dream career that you said, okay, this is what I want to study in school, in the university, and then yeah.
Okay. So, at first year, while growing up, you have so many things in mind, but I think I was more particular about being a lawyer. Yeah, because
Okay.
because I can still recall then when I when I wrote my jam the first time, I put in law. The second time, I still put in law though. So I was always so passionate about being a lawyer. Like, I want to be a lawyer, and I admired them a whole lot. So I think that was my dream career, but Nigeria happened.
Okay, so did you want to study law because of, is it just for fame, or it's something that you admired, or it's just because you used to have A's in government or something, or current affairs that time? Because usually when you have when you take first position in some subject like current affairs, all those
Social
subjects, they'll say, oh,
studies
you have
and
like a clue. This is something that is going to be good. You're going to, you're going to ace this when you finally take it up in the university. Is that why it's because of fame, or your parents just wanted, I want my daughter to be a lawyer, like so that everybody can respect us, that kind of thing?
No, it wasn't even about the family though. I actually had passion for it. And then I had so many people around me who were lawyers growing up. So I usually see stuff they do and I really admired it. And I was like, wow, I want to be one of them. And then the whole white and black outfit stuff. And then seeing them have their separate classes and then everything was just so cool about them. I was like, yeah, I want to be a lawyer. This is what
Wow.
I want to do. Yeah.
Okay, so I know for sure that that's not what you studied in the university.
No,
So
no,
what
no.
happened? What happened along the line? What happened? What led to the switch? Whatever. How did you stumble up on the course you studied? What did you even study? Let me pretend as if I don't know what you studied. So how did you stumble on your course of study, and what inspired you to study what you studied?
Okay, like I said, Nigeria happened. And then, when you want to, like, you need this particular course, and then they're like, your cutoff mark is not enough for this and all this stuff. And you need to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And then, I think I scored about 230 or so thereabouts for law. That was my cutoff mark, and they were like, they're not satisfied with it. So the closest was the course I took. That was policy and administrative studies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I
Oh, all
found
right.
myself there.
Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Because when it comes to let me not mention a country in particular, because I don't know whether other countries have such experience. Some people study courses when you just go to cyber cafe, like you want to write jam, you want to register for jam. That's where you find. In fact, sometimes some people, it's usually the cyber cafe
Guy,
a person that wants to help register that suggests a course. Sometimes people pick based on the suggestion.
yeah.
So and everything, like they're not really having a strong reason for, okay, this is what I want to study. Anything to just finally go for.
No,
Okay, so
mine wasn't that. Mine was different.
okay, okay, all right. So okay, so tell us about your experience in school, your brief experience in school. Found the course. Did you fall in love with the course? Did you find it fascinating? And then, what did you plan to make of that before you eventually graduated?
Okay. I'm not gonna say you know me too well, like you knew about the whole school stuff, but at least you were part of the story. You were there. You saw how it went.
Yeah,
There were ups and there were
students.
downs and there were a whole lot of stuff. Like 4 years course becoming almost 7 years course. It was
The
a lot
strikes.
with strikes and then sorting of results and then writing of exams, extra exams. You know, when you've written your exams and you're so confident, you're like, yeah, I did this right, and the next thing you're going to check your results and they're giving you stories, you're not seeing the result and all, and you have to start registering for the same course again and writing. So basically it wasn't easy. I wouldn't say it was easy though. Yeah, but I'm this kind of person that never gives up. Yeah, and I don't take no for an answer. I had my own side of fresh year of University of Calabar, and it was mixed with fun, and it was mixed with fun and stress. It was stressful like hell. Still,
Yeah,
it was
I can imagine. I was there. I was there. All right. So
like going for night classes, trying to meet up and all.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay.
wasn't easy.
So you finally graduated, and then before you graduated, what were you expecting? Were you expecting to immediately get a white collar job before going for NYSC, or after NYSC, just secure a white collar job that will pay you very well, at least pay you very well to lessen that stress of have you must have gone through. You know the kind of compensation you get, and you are happy for all the stress. That's
Yeah,
what
I get.
this is it. This is what effort. This is what the stress. This is what the time.
Yeah, I get.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I in the process while I was schooling, yeah, I actually had some challenges, and I saw how things went. I saw how the country was going, was moving. So I didn't have to wait till I graduate to get a job. And I've always been this person that before I graduated, I had this fear that I don't want to stay at home for long after graduating. I don't want to be idle for long after graduating. So I started applying. I started doing some side hustles, some side jobs. I started some couple of business. I joined some couple of companies even when I didn't graduate. Um I just wanted to make money. I'm money driven actually. Money driven. Money drives me a lot. So I didn't just, and I've never really been that independent. So I did jobs. I got registered with a real estate company then, even before graduating. I I thought during the strike period, I taught in about two schools. I did some home lessons, and yeah, that was it.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So it's not been a straight journey after graduation. Something like, just straightforward. You just land a job and you're comfortable and everything is just smooth. It wasn't. That has not been the experience.
Okay, after my NYC, just immediately before I finished, I think that was like some weeks before I finished serving. I had to before then I was applying for some jobs, and I actually had a good experience while serving. I served with Vanguard newspaper, so I was already exposed to some things, and then immediately after graduating, I got a job. I I had to speak with a couple of persons, and I got a job. Even before I got my NYSC discharge certificate, I was called for a job in Akwa Ibom. I worked with Nigerian breweries. So I wouldn't say I really stressed myself that much to get my first job after graduation, after serving. And it was fun though. It was fun, yeah.
Okay, so your experience after graduation has been with the private sector. If you want to the in terms of job experience, been in the with the private sector
Yeah,
kind of jobs.
it has been in the private sector. And then outside working there, I had a collaboration. I started a farm. I have a farm in Calabar. Yeah. I have a farm there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a personal stuff. I have a poultry farm, a pig farm, and
Pig.
yeah.
Wow, wow, that's big. That's big. Wow. So just by this, you're not just a 9 to 5 lady. You have a side hustle, something that you're doing. That is fetching you money by the side. So you're not just relying on your 9 to 5 job.
Yeah, that's Nigeria. That's what Nigeria needs.
No, it's great. It's really great. It's really great because I know there are some graduates that have they are still trying to find their foot, and so having a 9 to 5 and then having something by the side to do, it's very wonderful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful because you are stable. It gives you this kind of some sense of financial security.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course it
So,
does.
the, um, you work now as a life planner. Tell us about a little bit about it, and if is there any benefit it can be to the viewers and how they can be part of.
Oh
Um,
yeah, there are a whole lot of benefits from my current job because it's
so your
it's more
your voice is kind of
what?
your voice is kind of low.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear, but your voice. Yeah, I can hear you, but it's a bit kind of low.
But you can hear me loud now.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so my current job is more beneficial. I feel it's beneficial.
Oh my gosh, that's all. Mm. Yes. Okay, while waiting for Helen to join, this is the graduate story, and here we bring to you stories of graduates, Nigerian graduates, their speaks before going into the university, their goals, and their experience after graduation. Basically telling us how they found their foot, how they reinvented, and how they have made something for themselves while waiting for everything to fall into place. So if you're joining us, please let us know in the comment section your experience so far. Let us know, have a feedback, and let us know where you're watching from. We'll be glad to hear from you. While waiting for our guests to join, while waiting for our guests to join, please let us know where you're watching from. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the graduate story. Please share with your friends. Please invite your friends to join us. We'd love to hear your feedback. How are you finding the show so far? Let us know, have a comment. Let us have a feedback on what you think, your experience. She's unable to join. Waiting for our guests to join. I'm trying to add our guests. I think she got logged out by network or something. Hmm. Sure. Ah, you're back.
I was having some my phone
We-
was overheating.
Okay, we lost you for a moment. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
So
So, yeah, go ahead.
okay, so where were we?
Okay, you're trying to tell us where you work,
Oh
your
yeah, about my
work as a
company,
life
yeah. So
planner for an
I
insurance.
yeah. I work as a life planner for Enterprise Life Insurance Company, and Enterprise Life Insurance Company handles more of life policies, and it has really given me an idea. I've never been an insurance person, and I never studied anything about insurance in school, but it gave me an opportunity to know more about insurance, and I can boldly say that everyone, like every individual, needs an insurance policy, especially the life insurance policy. So,
Okay.
Enterprise Life is a, a big company here in Lagos. It's totally there in Lagos, but it's in about 6 African countries, and Ghana is where the headquarters is. And
Okay.
it has been in existence for about 99 years. We'll be celebrating 100 years by next year, hopefully by God's grace. And it has actually given, apart from making money, it has given opportunity to so many young persons to know more about insurance.
Okay.
I think the best thing you can ever do for someone you feel you love or you know you love is to get an insurance for that person. Yeah, and
Okay. So
they
even
have different policies.
they have
They have different life policies, even for
okay.
kids.
Okay, there are different packages that everyone can sign up for, right?
Cause
That's
yeah,
depending on
even
your
for kids.
capacity to depending on your capacity, there are different packages that you can sign up for. Because most time when you mention insurance, people think it's usually something that you have to have the big box in your bank account before you can go there. So tell us a bit about how an average Nigerian young person or youth can benefit from
Benefits.
enterprise life
Okay.
or have a life insurance. Yeah.
Okay, in Nigeria, most Nigerians, let me say out of 100%, about 60, 70% of Nigerians, they don't really have an idea about what insurance is all about. Like a normal person on the streets, telling him or her about insurance, they'll be like, I don't want to hear about it. It doesn't exist in Nigeria. Insurance comes with so many stuff and all the rest. They've had experiences with different insurance companies. But trust me, in life, enterprise life insurance companies, totally different. We actually have packages even for the list of the list of the list, and packages like the educare for the kids. Yeah, we've made it so affordable to the extent that you can pay 10,000 naira for your kids to secure your kids' education.
Wow.
And also we have packages for long-term needs. Like basically all human beings should have long-term needs, something you want to achieve or acquire in some years time. So we have packages for that, and we've made it so affordable that we've actually had 10,000 naira packages for your long-term needs, as long as you want to keep the money, let's say 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, depending on your ability or your capability, you can save up for your long-term needs. And we also have packages for funeral. Yeah, and I think this is one of the most amazing package. Um, it covers about 12 lives, and it's very affordable, ranging from
Okay.
150,000 to about 5 million, depending on how much you can do.
Okay. Um, tell us your experience with your first job, for example. After graduation, did you have to learn any special skill to support your what you studied? How did you come about your job? In the course of your graduation thus far, have you been able to learn? Have you learned a skill, another skill? Like, have you had to spend money to learn a skill, like a soft skill, whatever skill to support your CV, not just CV,
Okay.
to support your experience, your competence, your expertise at what you do? Or how did learning a skill, you know, add to what you
Okay,
do?
okay, yeah. Outside working for companies. I actually learned how to sew. Yeah, that was after graduation, and then in the course of working, I I did a Jobberman
Okay,
program.
human soft skill.
Yeah, I got a certificate from Jobberman. I also got a certificate from um what do you call it? Sales acquisition program, and I got a certificate from my company, Nigerian Breweries. There was a sales training on it where we were like giving some trainings on sales optimization. Yeah, so I got a certificate from there, and I got a certificate from Shikan, Nigeria.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I'm still working on more certificates. I'm currently trying to go through some tech courses.
Okay, tech,
So
you're trying to obtain some tech courses as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. What would you say for if you were to have a younger one in school,
Okay,
an undergraduate or any undergraduate around you, a friend, a cousin, whoever that's an undergraduate or yet to enroll into the university, what would be your what were the three things you will, say to this person in terms of advice, in terms of experience, when it comes to preparing for career? What would you tell the young person to look out for in terms of preparing for a career in order to, not just be prepared well, but in order to land the right job or have the right experience at the right time, and gain some stability?
okay. What I'll always say is that you shouldn't wait till after graduation. Don't wait. Start start involving yourself with things. Pick up courses. Like learn new things. Apply for jobs, even if you've not graduated. Then you you have to meet don't miss seminars. Any what should I call it? What word should I use?
Like
Any
self-development courses,
yeah
events.
seminars, yeah, and then learn skills outside looking for a white collar job. Yeah, you should learn some skills. Like there are a whole lot of skills right now. There are freelancers, and they are sewing, bead making, decoration. There are a whole lot of skills. So you figure out something you know you have passion for to do. And I'd also say you shouldn't do anything without God. Yeah, He's the number one. And when you're going through difficulty, we all go through difficult times. We
Yeah,
shouldn't forget to always run to Him, because He always makes things easy for us.
yeah. Thank
And try to connect to the right persons. Be
you.
at the right place, the right time. Try
Yeah.
doing the right thing at the right time. Don't procrastinate. That's what I'll say.
Wow. Thank you, Helen. Okay. Would you say, you know how we prepare for something? For example, prepare for career. That time where we're teenagers, or we prepare for career, and we think that everything is straight. You know, once you graduate, you know that kind of fanciful imagination you have. Everything just goes
Yeah,
straight. Like the world that you're planning in your head is going to be the
imagination.
exact same when you actually get there. I don't know, after you eventually graduate. So what would you say? Would you say the career journey is straight? Would you say for you for thus far, would you say the journey has been straight? For example, I don't mean taking you back to saying your dream career was being a lawyer. No,
No,
that's not what I mean. From what
I
you
get,
plan
I
from the
do
unit,
get what you're saying. Yeah, I
do you understand
totally
what I
get what you're saying.
yeah,
Yeah.
but would you say life is straight? Like you say, okay, I want to work. Let's say you want to work as a receptionist when you graduate, and then you got that job. Like, would you say it's straight so that you know how people plan for something and then they don't get that exact same thing, and they get
Yeah, I know.
frustrated, they get discouraged. A lot of people get suicidal these days just because things are not black and white the way they had planned. So would you say life is straight, or would you say that there are some adjustments along the line, and these adjustments are not, we won't say they are definite, but then how would you put it for someone out there?
Okay, I wouldn't say life is straight. Okay, like the term goes, imagination, vivid imagination. Like I had so many imagination in my head. Even before I started university, I was like, okay, I'm going to go for okay, let me start from when I didn't get admission. I was like, I'm going to be a barrister. I'm going to see myself in the in the courts and all this stuff. And when I got admission into policy and administrative studies, I think I kind of swiped. I was not imagining. I wasn't imagining myself in the court anymore. I was not imagining myself in House of Assembly, like trying to make policies, trying to all this kind of administrative kind of stuff. So then after graduation, I didn't see myself in any of this stuff. Even when I wanted to go for service, I was really trying very difficult, like very 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 hard to like make sure that I serve in the National Assembly. But I ended up serving in a newspaper company. Like you get so the journey
That-
hasn't really been that the journey hasn't
that's
really
just,
been that straight. What did you
wow.
say?
No, I wanted to say that was just too different from your wildest imagination. Like,
Exactly, exactly.
oh my.
And then even after
So
graduating, I now ended up seeing myself in a brewery. Like I was working for a drink company, like
wow.
as a sales rep, not even an administrative staff. So you could imagine.
Whoa, whoa.
But it didn't change anything. I think
Yeah.
it only gave me more experience, and I got to meet a whole lot of persons because my job, I loved my job. I loved my job. It took me places.
Wow.
I traveled a lot
That's
here. Yeah, so I met a whole lot of persons. It was fun. It was interesting. So it wasn't totally bad.
I'm so glad to hear it. So, now, what are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward to? You still want to pursue a career in policy, in national assembly, like you talked about, or you just build yourself along the line and prepare for when opportunity comes? What do you have to say?
Okay, so currently I think I'm more interested in sales because
In sales,
all of my focus right now is in sales. Sales is actually interesting. Sales and marketing.
in
I Yeah. So I think I'm having fun doing more of sales and marketing.
okay.
Yeah.
Or would you say what you learned in school so far has given you a background to what you're currently doing? Apart from just the certificate, do you think it has given you sort of knowledge, experience to back this up and make it work?
I would say that no knowledge is wasted.
Yeah.
So I'd say that I'll still go back to it, to what I studied in school. But like I said earlier, I would want to develop more on sales and marketing. I'm actually trying to do some courses on marketing and sales, and I've attended some seminars, some couple of seminars, talk events on sales and marketing. So I really want to dwell on this particular one for now till further
Okay.
notice. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Helen. It's been a wonderful time today. Thank you. Thank you for your
Same
time.
here.
Thank you for passing through all the hurdles to finally be here. You
Yes, yes,
know,
yes.
but for some reason, I said let's back. Let's bring it backwards a bit, and then so that we still have our guests join us, and everybody is tuning in to join us. We get to be part of the
Yeah.
show. Thank you so
It's
much for.
actually fun and I love it on the show, and I wish to share more stories and experiences with people. Yeah.
Thank you. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please, if you are, I'm sure you're inspired by what Helen said, and if you want to follow her, I'll drop her handle on the comment section. You can follow her and see what she's doing. Helen is such a wonderful person. Back then, Helen is very lively. Helen is very lively. In fact, she's this extrovert, not us like that. Like I was this terrible introvert that time. Has always been an extrovert, very nice person to be with. It's fun. And you cannot have a double moment with Helen. She's always very jovial and very and if you behave anyhow, you go collect around Helen. Thank you so much, Helen. I'm really grateful. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much, all the viewers, all those that have joined us and will be joining us later. Please let us know where you're watching from much later when you watch or you know you watch the show. Thank you so much, Helen, and we'll call it a day. Have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye. Hmm.